Tommy Kentner here. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, we're going to throw the Cobb access port on the 2018 Forester XT. And we're going to turn it up a little bit. We're just going to try out the Cobb Stage 1, and then I'll probably do a Pro Tune once I get some free time and we're less packed at Sky Performance. And then that way I can show you all the comparisons from the Cobb map to a Pro Tune, and then from a Pro Tune to just how the vehicle comes. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, first thing is just get your Cobb out of the box and then hook your OB2 port up to it. And then whenever you turn on your key, it'll power up, or you can just hit the power button on it. And then you can customize that screen too. This is actually off my 2018 STI. I just had it left over, and it'll work on the Forester too. Alright, just hit install. And it should say the year model of your vehicle. And then you'll pick your map. And then the first flash will take the longest to do because it actually has to download all your factory ECU data, and then it'll save it on their access port. So if you want to unmarry it or trade in the vehicle and keep your Cobb. Alright guys, now it is flashing the map onto it. Some lights come on in your dash while you're flashing too. Turn the ignition off. Turn the ignition on. Alright, and turn it off for 15 seconds. Alright guys, now that we have the access port installed, we're going to set up the gauges and kind of show y'all what to monitor and be on the lookout for, and then I'll try to go over the reasons why I recommend a Pro Tune versus just an off-the-shelf map. So let's get on to that, and then drop a comment below if y'all have any questions and would like to learn more about the Cobb access port, and I can tell you how to go over it or whatever you need to know on it. So I'll walk you through how you set up your gauges, and then we'll go for a drive, and then like I said, tell you what to look out for, and then that way you don't have any problem. You have to turn on the car, and then you go to gauges, I've already got pretty much of them set up here, which is the important ones. So you want to run your air fuel, your dynamic multiplier, and then injector duty cycle, feedback knock, find knock learn, and then how much boost you're running. So that and then if you need to change any, like injector duty cycle, you probably don't have to worry about that because we're only in stage 2. You can change it to ignition timing. And there's a complete list if you want whatever you want to monitor. Which we're actually probably going to switch that one to intake temperature. Alright, but that's what you're monitoring, and then it'll change a little bit once you start it up. And then you can get that mount right there off Amazon. It's real sturdy, it hasn't given me any issues. Real good mount, and like I said, it just keeps it out of the way. Alright guys, here is a roll from 40 miles an hour. Guys, here's a lower takeoff from a dead stop. Really smell that cat. Alright guys, driving normal on the stage 1 map off the Cobb. It does seem to shift a little better. The shifts are a lot smoother than what the car is from factory. But when I get back to the house, I'll show you the access port, and I'll show you why I recommend a Pro Tune versus just off-the-shelf map. Like I said, nothing against the Cobb off-the-shelf maps. For some vehicles they work fabulous, for some vehicles they don't, and apparently I got one that doesn't, and I'll show you all the knock and stuff that it's actually popped up just while driving. But other than that, it really does drive smooth. The pickup seems to be a lot better. Yeah. Well, stage 2 is next. So we'll be looking to pick up a J-pipe and just a full turbo back is going to be next. That's probably where we'll stop it at, just because the CVTs really can't handle anymore, and I don't want to put a new transmission in it. Oh yeah, nice. And the Forester is just really fun to drive. Like, this big thing moves out. It's just you wouldn't think an SUV would go through these corners like it does. Oh, good thing I'm in Mexico. This stuff isn't frowned upon. But all right, well, I'll cut this off here. Get back to the garage, and then I'll show you why I don't recommend just off-the-shelf maps for every car. Like I said, I mean, they try to go really safe with them, but just some vehicles are different than others, and when you tune a lot of vehicles, you just, like, it's just so many, like, none of them use like the exact same map. Like, you'll start with the same bases, but like I said, a lot of them want to like timing more, want to like boost more, and then one, it's just, their vehicles are like people, they're all individuals. So that's why I don't recommend the off-the-shelf maps, and I recommend everybody get a pro-tuned, and that way you're just a lot safer. And it's only really if you're seeing knock feedback and your dam's dropping and your find knock learn is showing up, because like I said, it's your vehicle and you want it to be safe and last forever. And so I'm just trying to give you a good tips to take care of it. Alright guys, and this is what I'm talking about. We actually recorded negative 5.27 on feedback knock, and then find knock learn we did 2.8. And really what you want to see at the most here is 2 on either one, because that actually means there's detonation. And with these FA engines, they're actually higher compression. They're like 10 to 1. So on gas, like, you can't run as much boost on these high compression engines, even though they are DIT engines. And on E85 they do a lot better. But since we have a CVT, E85 isn't really available for us. But I'm actually going to grab my computer now and go ahead and put a Pro Tune on it, because I don't like seeing that, and my wife drives the vehicle a lot, so I'm going to make it safer and fix that, and probably pick up some more power too. So let me go grab my computer, and then we'll actually do a little bit of Pro Tuning on it right now. Alright guys, I did a little tuning on it, and now, as you can see, it's showing 0 on both of them, and then we're at 20.6 pounds of boost. Airfield looks good, our ITs look good, everything else looks good. Took a little time out of it too. So I mean, like I said, this is why I recommend a custom tune for your vehicle versus just running the off-the-shelf maps. Just a lot safer, and like I said, if you just put it on here, or throw the stage 1 map or whatever map you're running on your vehicle, throw this in the glove box, and then you just don't even know what's going on, it can cause a lot of damage to your car. So just stay on top of that. And I mean, sometimes you will get some false numbers on these things, but what I would recommend doing is just try to, like, back out, go back in, and then try to replicate it. And then if it does happen, and if you got a Pro Tune, just contact your tuner and see what they recommend. Other features about the Cobb, it has like performance 0 to 60, quarter mile, and then you can also use it to troubleshoot. It'll read code to reset the ECU, check your memory shots, and then your system readiness, which is nice. So if you got emissions, it can tell you if everything's ready before you go, and see how everything's ready. are not ready. So that's just a good thing to have. And then you can make adjustments, so you can change your maps from here, and then you can do real time or reflash, and then there's your restore to OTS maps, and this will show you what map you're running. And then you can do adjustments. Then you can change your idle, AC on or off. And if this was for an STI WRX, in adjustments you can also set your launch control and then your no lift shift. So, and then uninstall.